In a bustling city where the noise of traffic and the hum of people never stopped, there was a young girl named Emma. She was just 10 years old, with wild brown hair that matched her spirited eyes. She and her dog, a scrappy golden retriever named Max, had been living on the streets for as long as Emma could remember. Emma didn't know much about her past. All she knew was that one cold winter morning, her mother had disappeared, leaving her with nothing but the ragged clothes on her back and Max by her side. He was more than a dog to her. He was family. They had no home, no shelter, but somehow, with him, she never felt alone. Max was a protector. Whenever a stranger walked too close, Max would growl softly, his eyes never leaving the person. Emma would smile softly at him, her little hand resting on his back as she whispered, "It's okay, boy, we're okay." The cold nights were the hardest. There were moments when Emma would lie awake, staring up at the sky, wondering why things were this way. She would hold Max close, and he would nuzzle her cheek with his nose, his presence a comfort in the dark. One evening, after a long day of searching for food and warmth, Emma found herself sitting on the cold concrete, a tear slipping down her cheek. Max was at her feet, resting his head on her lap, as if sensing her sadness. It was then that she heard a woman's voice calling from the other side of the street. "Hey, sweetheart," the woman said gently, her voice warm, almost motherly. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" The woman smiled, her eyes softening. "I can't promise you the world, but I have a warm bed, food, and a place for Max too. How about it?" The woman led them to a small house on the edge of the city. It wasn't much, but it was warm, and there was a bowl of food waiting for both Emma and Max. That night, as Emma lay in a real bed for the first time in years, Max curled up beside her, his gentle breathing the only sound in the room. Emma closed her eyes and whispered, "Thank you, Max." He wagged his tail softly, as if to say, "We made it." And for the first time in a long while, Emma allowed herself to sleep peacefully, with the one thing that had always been there for her by her side, her dog, Max.